Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel where we talk about stuff. So this is going to be a very interesting video. Over the last couple of years we have, I don't even know where to begin on this video. Over the last couple of years we've had a slew, an avalanche of price predictions for a number of coins. It appears that we are in this period within the cryptocurrency market cycle where a lot of people are getting a little bit excited as to the things that they're talking about, i.e., for those of you who've missed it, there are people now discussing the idea of a $10,000 to $15,000 Ether. The idea being it is the largest or most used blockchain that we have out there, and therefore it can easily do a 3x or 4x from its previous all-time high of roughly around $4,000 US. We're hearing a lot of talk about Bitcoin and where Bitcoin's price can go. Bitcoin's price is now estimated to be potentially over the course of 2024 and 2025. Also, if we get a physical Bitcoin ETF, we could potentially see, allegedly, a Bitcoin price of $150,000, $200,000. There's also the illustrious $500,000 Bitcoin price prediction that's also been floating around out there as well. One of the more fascinating over the last 2 months, I'll give it a 2-month time frame, has been the idea of where XRP can go. Now, hear me out here. I've been in the cryptocurrency space for at least like 75 years at this point, and I've heard some pretty wild things as to where prices could go, where things could potentially be. Recently, the CEO of Ripple, his name is Brad Garlinghouse, he was on, was it CNBC? Bloomberg. He was recently on Bloomberg, where he stated that he believes that if everything goes to plan, XRP could actually become the next Bitcoin. One of the general ideas for this, for those of you who missed it a couple of years ago, XRP actually became the #2 coin. Then it went back to #3, and then it went back to #2 again. And one of the, I think multiple times, one of the ideas has always been, at least for people who are true believers of XRP, that the coin could actually flip Bitcoin and become the #1 coin. Brad Garlinghouse stated on Bloomberg that he thinks that not only is XRP going to become the #1 coin and flip Bitcoin, he believes that the coin's price, he predicted a valuation for XRP, wait for it, he said he believes that it is going to $10,000 per coin. Yeah, see the pause there? Like it should have been $10, but it's $10,000 per coin. I can't, on the top of my head, even do the actual calculations for that. That would be 100 billion. Wait, 10? 1,000? I think that's several trillion dollars. Is that not $100 trillion? Or is it $10 trillion? I feel like it's somewhere. No, it's definitely like $100 trillion. Somewhere up there. One of the ideas is that XRP would eventually become a or the world currency. For those of you who have missed the last couple of videos here and on my other channel, The Modern Investor, where I go over daily cryptocurrency news, the idea is that Ripple has been working with a number of world banks recently and governments, and they are going to be building their central bank digital currencies on top of the XRP blockchain, and therefore the more usage, the more governments that use it, the more people who are using the other currencies built on top of the ledger, the blockchain, more interactions, the more XRP that would be burned. I find this very fascinating normally because higher ups within the cryptocurrency space tend to never actively throw out price predictions. This was a thing that we saw a couple of years ago where people would predict, that is to say higher ups in the Bitcoin space. Yeah, I can see Bitcoin going to 5K, 10K. It's kind of stopped. Vitalik Buterin and other people years ago used to say, yeah, I can definitely see a $1,000 Ether. That kind of stopped. So the idea that the highest figurehead for Ripple and XRP believes that this coin at some point is going to go to $10,000 per coin, that would essentially mean you would only need 100 XRP to become a millionaire. I think that's it. Yep, 10 to 100K. Yep. Right. It's nice to see optimism within this space. That's one of my main mantras within this space as well. Any day that we hear that a country is not going to ban a cryptocurrency, it's a wonderful day for us. Anytime that we hear optimism about the market, whether we're going up or down, whatever people like to believe, and the idea of a 10,000, and I'll say this one last thing. The idea of a $10,000 XRP seems interesting. However, I think no one actually knows anything about what's going to happen in that. If I found you 12, 13 years ago and I showed you Bitcoin and told you that at some point it was going to go to $70,000, you would think I was insane. If I showed you Ether when it was 50 cents and I told you it was going to have a multi-$100 billion market cap and therefore at some point would go to $4,000, you would probably have walked away and not talked to me. I do not know the math as far as how much XRP needs to be burned in order for this to happen and or the amount of usage. But if we ever get to a point where me and you in this market, just cracked my knuckle, sorry. If me and you are in this market and we end up hearing that there is a $1,000 XRP, I think we can revisit this conversation, because I think no one knows where anything is going to go. And we've been quite surprised before. But to actively hear Garlinghouse say $10,000 a coin, little fascinating. As always, the article will be in the description below for you to be able to read it and see it yourself. I do hope that you have all enjoyed. I do hope you all are having a great day, great morning, great afternoon, or great evening, wherever you are, wherever you might be. I do hope it's absolutely fantastic. Thank you all once again for watching, listening, liking, commenting, and or supporting, and I will most certainly be talking to you all soon. See you.